Okay. Halo Mas Endra. Okay. Before we start the interview, we are so sorry because we will struggle. So we will begin at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hello Mas Endra. First of all, I want to introduce ourselves. My name is Wedy Ferdiansyah.
My name is Rossa Puspitasari.
My name is Saputra Dwinanda.
Okay. Before we go to the main question of the interview, I will ask you, where are you studied when you being an awardee of IISMA?
Okay. When I was an IISMA awardee, I went to Hungary to University of PECS for approximately 4 to 5 months to be exact.
Okay. When you are studied and at University of PECS, what course that you take when you study there?
Okay, as far as I remember,
Okay.
I took 4 courses in there. Number one is Introduction to Ancient Greek and Roman World, and I also took Introduction to Film Studies, which is one of the elective courses in UM.
Yeah.
And I took Cultural Heritage of Page, which gave me opportunity to stroll around the city and visit cultural heritage
Yeah.
in that as a museum. And the last one is I took intercultural communication, which gave me opportunity to in one class with people from 3 countries, from Hungary and Turkey, and we share our culture.
Okay. It was so cool. The Greek one is amazing because I want to take that course when I was in. I need to do elective course. It's good.
There's a course named Greek mythology in there.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Could you please tell us what process when you have to do before you get accepted as IISMA student?
Okay, first thing first, I have to gather information about this course. Of course, I have to go to Office of International Affairs. I have to browse at Kemendikbud official website, and after I get the information that I need, such as the rules, the requirements, and what I should do, I start writing my essay as part of the requirements. I write approximately 1,500 words essay about 4 questions, which is what is my motivation, what is my purpose, what is my how I will capitalize this opportunity, and how I will navigate through the challenges in the book, because as you know, living in Indonesia and living in Hungary must be different.
Yeah.
And after I submit my essay, thanks to God, I got the interview, because if you don't pass the essay, you won't get to the interview.
Oh.
And after it's not a long process, it's a short process, because after the essay announcement, I have to prepare for my interview for only 2 days. So I don't take any long time for the interview, because the process was very short in 1 or 2 months.
Okay.
We get us an IISMA awardee, and after that I do the interview, and alhamdulillah I also passed the interview. That's the last process.
Cause that's
a long journey.
It's a long journey. For the next question, I will please Rosa to ask you a question about how you will adapt, how you feel the culture there.
And so, as we know, there is surely a difference between living in Indonesia and in Hungary. And you have lived there for approximately 4 to 5 months. And so I suppose you have know how Hungary culture a bit well. So what we want to know is, what is the difference between these two countries? And is there any difficulty that you have to go through when you live there because of the cultural difference?
Okay, cultural difference. So if I mention about the weather, it's not like sort of okay. I will
Yeah, exactly.
people, how people, how people works there. I mean, as an immigrant, you know,
Yeah.
people in Indonesia always dubbed us the most kind person, the most what do you call it, humble person. I honest, they are not. They are not really humble, but they just don't care about you. Just don't mind. But it's not a bad. It's not a bad. You know, they don't care about you in a good way. I mean, if you do anything, you can just do anything. They will respect the boundaries. They will not what's call it like be mad at you for being uh yourself. I mean, if you want to what do you call it, dress in a luxury way, wearing shirt, wearing dress, or wearing skirt,
The
or
norm.
Yeah.
wearing hijab, even wearing hijab. I mean, it's not a common thing in Hungary, right?
Yeah.
They just combine without they just combine. They won't bother. They won't argue about your how you dress or something like that. And also the one thing that I like, there is this rules in the street. I mean, the law is telling the driver to stop whenever someone is crossing the street.
I see.
Okay, so the point is,
It's not like in Indonesia. In Indonesia, if you're crossing the street, they will go as fast as possible, so you don't bother them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the point is, people that are don't care as Indonesian, right?
But in a quickly,
Yeah.
it's not
Okay, we understood now. It's a lot of difference between Indonesia and Hungary. So for the next question, also it might be the last question because we are not taking a long record. So I will please Saputra to ask you a question.
Okay, hello Kak Mahendra. So I wanted to give a question. It's just one question. How about education system in Hungary? That is more efficient in Hungary or in Indonesia? Could you please tell us?
I think they have your own efficiencies in some ways, but tell, if you want me to tell you about the education in Hungary, I think it's efficient in a way because I think uh, they treat students as friends. I mean, equal partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see.
It's not like teacher student relationship. It's not like it's like a partner relationship. So we are equal in there, and they are so. I think because every time we are make mistakes, they don't judge. They just tell their perspective, and we will just get your perspective. They don't. They won't say that you're wrong, that you are do bad. They will just fix what is need to be fixed. And now very interesting. It's like it's like a group,
Yeah,
It's a
I see.
small class. I mean, in MVP you will be with 20 to
Mm,
30
yeah.
in Hungary. There's only uh 10 to 20 maybe. So it's more like a group work with a closer relationship with each other, with your friend, with lecturer.
Okay, Mas Hendra, the last question is a very last question. How difficult you study the language there, or it's commonly using English language, or you try to learn Hungarian language?
Okay, so the question is about the Hungarian language. Okay, so back then I was offered a course about basic Hungarian, let's say like that, and I took it. So I learned about how to pronounce thank you, sorry, how to introduce myself, how to tell numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, and like the language, because it's very different from English, and of course it's very different from Indonesian. So it's a whole new perspective for me.
Okay.
It's kind of hard,
Yeah, you may not feeling familiar with their language
Okay. Yeah, what?
because you are not familiar with the Hungarian language, right? Okay.
They don't tell that. They don't call themselves Hungarian. They call them so what? So the language is not Hungarian for them. It's Bojor.
Oh, yeah.
The text is Bojor, but they call it Bojor.
Okay. It's so interesting of your study there. We hope that someday we can follow your step to be an IISMA student.
Yeah.
So we someday we will need your guide to tell us what to do. So I think it is
Again, if you guys and girls want to do the same.
yeah. Okay. I think it is enough for the day, Mas Endra. Thank you very much, and we are so sorry about bothering your time because okay, Mas Endra, thank you very much for your time, and it is enough. We hope that someday we will talk again. Okay.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Mas Endra. Thank you for sharing. Goodbye, Mas Endra.
Goodbye.